let us over trap beats the fix it saying, ooh. DJ Focus, tell him turn you up, ooh. DJ Focus, tell him turn you up, ooh.
Welcome back. DJ Focus, Dice Gamble. You tap back into the Fixx, your source for faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry. It's time for our spiritual detox. And listen, y'all in for a treat when I tell you we got one of the coldest in our faith-based space. I don't think she get her roses like she should, but she make a lot of good quality music. She produce, she rap, she write, she do a little bit of everything. I'm serious. When I was just listening to her latest project, I was like, I don't think nobody give as many double entendres except for maybe Jackie Hill Perry. I think Jackie Hill Perry and her are probably the only two that's going to give you a whole song and make it cool with the storyline, give you life application, and then still give you Bible. Like she going right back to the book. Like, don't get it twisted. Her papa don't play. The one and only LaNell Grant. What's going on, sis?
Oh, man, what's up, man? Hey, man, it sure feel good to hear my name in the same sentence with Jackie Hill Perry, man. Hey man, she's amazing, man. She's a brilliant teacher, man. Just a brilliant everything, man. God has really graced her, and I just appreciate how she operate out here for sure.
For sure. I pray y'all do some music soon.
Man, don't we all?
Yeah. I hope that get on your list. Yeah. Get on that list. I'm gonna tell you somebody else who you would sound good with. Rhapsody.
Come on.
Rhapsody.
Hey, you talking about Tool? You know what I'm saying? Tool, my people, man.
I mean, cause you hold your bars hold up to theirs. I'm just telling the truth. Like, hey. I'm a connoisseur. I listen to music all day. I do review shows, Clubhouse. That's what I do. That's all I do is listen to bars.
See, man, listen.
It's nice.
Listen, and Rhapsody, man, dog, I love how Rhapsody operate, man. Like, and she really like that. Like, don't even get me started, man. You talking about two people that I really, you know what I'm saying, I really respect, and I be inspired by how they operate and move.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank God for her too as well, especially in that space, because a lot of these young ladies and the rappers right now, female wise.
We got the whole interview ahead of us now. Come on now.
So I'm gonna start there. Then I was gonna start with the faith question, but you know what? I'm gonna go there. Give me your thoughts on the state of culture of the culture of hip hop right now. What's your thoughts on the current state of hip hop right now?
Man, number one, hey, shout out to 50 years of hip hop, man. I am a hip hop purist. I am a hip hop connoisseur. Like that was my entry level into the space. So I wasn't even on rapping like that. I was on hip hop. I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? I be out here trying to master my my like 5 to 7 elements of the 9 elements. Like, I be trying to make sure I keep, you know what I'm saying, the history intact. And so with that said, you got to understand that hip hop was birthed, you know what I'm saying, as a culture, the same way blues was, the same way jazz was. And so when we be having these conversations about what you think about the state of hip hop, that's because people got expectations of it. So, like, people you don't never hear nobody, hey, what do you think about the state of pop? What do you think? What do you think about the state of, you know what I'm saying, country music?
Yeah. No, you tell the truth. You tell the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the only reason we had these conversations about it is because we have an expectation of it, and that's because of the way that it was birthed. It was birthed as an intimate part of our, like, everyday life and culture. And so now, you know, depending on what kind of version of hip hop is you are, you want to see, you know what I'm saying, certain things. And so, you know, for me, yeah, man, yeah, I'd like to hear more voices like mine. Of course. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm coming from. I'm coming from, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really believe in Christ. I really operate, you know what I'm saying, with God. So yes, I would like to hear more of those voices, more of those messages. But I'm also not gonna act like hip hop ain't had everything that it's got right now since the inception of it. Like, it's always been there. It's always been there. Now, when you start talking about stuff outside of hip hop, like who controls the freeway that hip hop drives on, now we having different conversations. But the truth is, the essence of hip hop is there, just like it's always been. People still out here doing the same stuff that we was doing when hip hop started. Now, who was allowed to get on and off that freeway? Like, that's the conversation. But I think we're in a good spot with how independent artistry works. I think we're in a good spot with how social media has blown the door wide open. And so now we're getting back to the point where when you was in high school and you put your homie on, like, yo, man, have you heard so-and-so? You know what I'm saying? You going back to Master P, Out the Trunk. It's just on the internet now. And so the name of the game is amplifying the other voices that's there, because the voices are there. It's not like we absent. We out here.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So I'm gonna give you 5 female MC names. You can only pick 3. 2 got to go. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I'm going. Yep, we're gonna start 90s. We're gonna go. No, I'm going 80s. MC Light,
Yeah.
Missy Elliott,
Come on.
Queen Latifah, Rhapsody, and I'm gonna throw a up and coming. Yeah, I gotta throw. I'm going Meg. I'm going Meg. Meg Thee Stallion. Who you got?
Man, why? Come on now. For all of the different okay, MC Light, just because do you understand the metaphoric phrase like it's a rock? She good. You know what I'm saying? Missy is good because you can literally hear her in my music. Like it's
Facts.
Missy is there. Let me put UNITY on pause for 2 seconds. Let me put UNITY. Okay, the last one you said was Meg. Who you said before? Who was number 4?
I said MC Light, Meg, Queen Latifah.
You said Rhapsody.
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody gotta stay. Rhapsody gotta stay because of what she doing in the current terrain right now. I'm gonna say it like this. Now you making me choose. I can give you one off the top. In my opinion, even though she like the hometown, the game is still the same without Meg.
Okay.
Like she, and that ain't me saying nothing about like her. I think people be sleeping, and she got more bars than people would like for her to have with the way that she present herself. They got a problem because she be having more bars than they want her to have. So you know what I'm saying? Like they be trying to say something, but then you listen, it's like, oh no. She got a couple bars over there. Don't be trying to sleep on her. But to me, the game would be relatively the same without her.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I'm only giving you one.
I'm surprised you left Queen off of there though, because I thought you would have picked Queen Latifah over Rhapsody. And don't sleep on the New Jersey Drive soundtrack. I can't forget New Jersey. She killed that verse. Listen, that's one of her best verses ever. Shouts out to everybody who know real hip hop. That's real hip hop.
You know what I'm saying? You put me in a tight spot, dog. You put me in a tight spot, man.
So come on, when did you fall in love with hip hop? When did you know that you wanted to do this music, produce, rap? Walk us through that.
Oh man, hey, this is so beautiful. I'm 7th grade. 7th grade. Ooh, on the TLC tip. 7th grade. Okay. Ooh on 7th grade. Ooh on the TLC tip. Man, I'm listening through that album, and like
I hear Left Eye now. I hear Left Eye now. I hear Left Eye now. It didn't register until you just said it. I hear Left Eye now in your bars. Yeah.
It's the animation. And yeah, it's the jumping around. Yeah. I'm talking about I'm reciting bars that I got no business reciting. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love with songs that I don't have no real life experience to even place the song with. But I'm like, yo, like what are these chicks doing? And so mind you, like I'm not even gung ho on just like rap by itself. I'm like, I like all of this. Like gotcha. I'm falling in love with hip hop. So on the TLC tip, TLC, man, just forever shout out. That's kind of like what like got me shooting into hip hop. Because before that, I'm like soul, you know what I'm saying, Aretha, Anita, like that stuff I grew up on. Magic 102 out here in Houston. Tom Joyner is who I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I started, you know what I'm saying, listening to that. And then at this time, I'm like, yo, mom and pops, I think I want to be a DJ. So they go out to the pawn shop and they give me 2 turntables, a mixer, and a tape deck, and a Casio keyboard. But the whole time, I'm just flipping the records over on the B side and playing the instrumentals and making up my own stuff. Like I have no idea that this is production and that I'm really off on the path and the journey to becoming a producer. You can't tell me that 10 years from that point that I would have known that I would have been a music producer. Absolutely not. I'm just having fun, falling in love with hip hop. Rummaging through all my mom and daddy, you know what I'm saying, stuff. So like it's the TLC, then it's back to Houdini, and then the Fat Boys, and then you know what I'm saying. When I started getting my own little dollars, the first album, you know what I'm saying, I bought Under Construction. Come on now. Second album, Common, the joint with the video with Taraji. What's the name of this song, dog? Testify.
Yeah, Testify.
Yeah, Testify. So bruh, I'm just in love with it. I love everything about it. I really do my homework. That's how much I'm in love with it. You know what I'm saying? I found out about KRS-One, you know what I'm saying, and what it looked like to really be a teacher of your craft, what it looked like to really like ingest your craft, you know what I'm saying? And like literally in love with everything that is hip hop. Man, I spent all my childhood pop locking, break dancing, like like all of the elements of hip hop, drawing in my notebook, like all of the elements of hip hop. I fully engulf myself in the culture, man. And to this day, I love it like that for sure.
So talk about the Houston sound, because come on, we can't tiptoe over that. That's
Yeah,
slow and steady. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
yeah.
know Swisher House pretty much. You know, UGK. I mean, I can go down the list
Oh
of
man,
just, you know, in that area. I know Port Arthur. UGK was from Port Arthur, but I'm just
yeah.
saying, like H, everybody still said H Town. So just talk about that sound. How did that inspire you at all?
Hey, man, absolutely. So like when we beating on the tables and stuff at lunch, that's what we sound like. So like you don't sound like Missy and Timberland beating on the table at lunch. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really cold out here with the freestyles.
Right.
unless you really cold out here with the freestyle, ain't nobody really freestyling, you know what I'm saying, that animated and that fast. And if you are, then it ain't off the dome, which is that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with getting your rhymes ready for the cafeteria. But if you really just flowing, man, I didn't came down. I didn't came through. You know what I'm saying? It's your girl Nell. Man, what to do? You know what I'm saying? Like that's, bro, it's not even like I can recant to you or recall a specific time or space, because it's where I grew up. It's my life. It's how, you know what I'm saying, how we live. Like you come to school, somebody like, hey man, you heard da da da, you heard da 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 da. Mind you, I got a sister that's 9 years older than me. So when she would leave and go wherever she was going, man, like I'm putting on, you know what I'm saying, all her clothes at the time, and she like tall too, so I can't. I'm putting on her J's, putting on her button downs. You know what I'm saying? You know the H-Town swag at the time.
TLC out now. You really TLC'd out, because they always wore that baggy hook.
Man, I'm listening to her stuff. I'm like, okay. So it's, bro, from the inception, it's just in you. It's just in me. Like I'm not an outsider, so it's not something I had to like study, and like I'm literally living and operating, you know what I'm saying, with that sound every day of my life.
That's what's up. Listen, DJ Focus, I got LaNell Grin on. Listen, don't touch that dial. I'm telling you, we coming right back with more. You're tuned into The Fixx. You know The Fixx is in.
Holy Culture Radio. We're not just background noise. We play the music that inspires you, because every song has a story. Christian hip hop and R&B music and talk on Siriusxm channel 154, 24 hours a day. Holy Culture Radio is changing the game. Discussions about faith, arts, vocation, and education. We talk about the real issues that affect our communities and work together to find solutions. Join the discussion at holyculture.net and be heard.
And we back. DJ Focus, you tap back into The Fixx. Still got LaNell Grin on, and we having a great conversation, hip hop and everything. I guess we better talk about some Jesus before they be finding me, because hey, listen, I don't want to get fined. I need my job, LaNell. I'm messing with you. I was about to go down memory lane. I had so many just hip hop questions, but I gotta ask you about your project, your faith, and everything. But so talk about how, you know, why did you choose, talk a little bit about your faith journey, but then also talk about why did you choose to do faith-based music, more faith-based hip-hop, compared to, you could have did anything. I mean, I get it, you love Jesus, but your sound and your bars could have went anywhere. What made you say, no, I gotta do it where I give them the message of the gospel?
What they say, I ain't choose the game chose me. I'll answer that question first. What I say is, man, it don't matter if I try or not. Like, that's the beautiful thing about it to me. Even when I be wrestling, and like I'm not finna be sitting out here like one of these other people who act like they sure they sell every single day of their life. Bruh, I be wrestling. I be like, hey, it'll be a lot easier if I just took off the need to, you know what I'm saying, make sure I'm being authentic with the message from the place that I know that it should come from. It'll be a lot easier. I could just rap about the cat in the hat and just do my thing. It'll be just fine. And it's like, I'm gonna be convicted. I'm going to feel away. This ain't even on some, man, the people need this and the people need that. And like, this is my very real guy. This is my very real savior. And I know him to have changed my life. And I was always spitting and rapping about what I was passionate about and what I know. I'm passionate about that. And I do, you know what I'm saying, really try to structure it in a way where you cool if you don't rock with God. Like I try to structure it in a way where you cool if you don't rock with God. But you are going to know where I stand. I don't think you can listen to me for more than 15 seconds and and be confused about where I stand. So more than it's been a like my decision is to it's like, hey yo, this is really what be on my heart. This is really what be on my mind. This really what I be concerned about when I look out at the state of the world or families or whatever. Like, this is the stuff that's really in me. And I ain't always been there. You know what I mean? I ain't never said this on no interview or nothing, but I remember it got to be, we in 2024, it got to be about 10 years ago, dog. About 10, maybe even 10 to 12 years ago. I'm standing in my mom and daddy kitchen. I'm getting ready to become a teacher or whatever. And I'm playing around with my beats and stuff. And my daddy is like, hey, you really, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna rap and stuff, why don't you rap for God? And I'm like, Dad, like, come on now, man. Like, it ain't gotta be, it ain't gotta be like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do my thing. As long as the message got, you know what I'm saying? As long as the words got a message to it, like that's cool. It ain't gotta be that deep all the time. Fast forward, and I'm out here rapping for my life for Christ. So like I say all that to say, I ain't really made no like fundamental decision that this is just really what I be on like every day of my life, like straight up.
Dude, that's good though. But where does that boldness come from? Because a lot would argue the church done got watered down. We starting to get soft as believers. We starting to be, step back and be more entertaining than more giving the message. Where does that boldness come from you? That I hear you say it's always been in you, but was it something that happened to you that really shifted that?
Man, no. Man, my mama specifically will tell you, since I could talk, I'm out here talking very passionately about whatever it is. And I'm talking about 100 miles an hour. Like, and my daddy kind of like that too. So she'd be like, you jaw jacking just like your daddy. Like, so like, man, like, since that, I truly believe that is a part of the gifting. I believe that's why, even when I wasn't trying to be no rapper, I was like, yo, I'm finna just be a producer. Like, I couldn't help it. And anybody that's, you know what I'm saying, close to me, they'll tell you the same. Like, Nell, you foolish for trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, that's not something that's like literally within your grasp and that you gifted to do. So you asked me where it come from. Like, ultimately, I just truly believe that it's a gift from God. And I really believe that at one point in my life, you know what I'm saying, had I not really come to Christ, that it was going to be perverted for some worldly passion. For, you know what I'm saying? You know, the word tell you not to be thrown to and fro by the problems of the world, especially in the last days. People that have you championing all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Using the gifts that God gave you to champion all kind of things that really ain't got nothing to do with you. And if they do got something to do with you, the way you going about it ain't the way that it should be, you know what I'm saying, be attacked. So I really feel like before I came to Christ, you know what I'm saying, at the age of really like between 25 and 27. So as I'm starting to like become a music producer, and this is what I'm on, this is at the same point where I'm like understanding and believing in God. Like this is all happening at the same time. And I had a huge disdain as it relates to white Jesus. I understood the presence of God, understood that there's a sovereign God reigning, you know what I'm saying, over this universe. But if it was gonna be white Jesus that I had to believe in, I was gonna have to chunk my deuce. Like, that's why I drew the line. I'm like, oh no. It could be just about anybody other than white Jesus. But really allow God to work in my heart, really sit down, circle back to the Bible with a heart of really trying to understand, you know what I'm saying, what's there and what it's for. And man, after that, it's like, oh, okay, cool. First of all, what the world be saying about Christ ain't even real. Like, that's
facts.
not.
No, it's facts. Yeah.
People just be saying stuff. I'm like, hey, yo, it's very apparent that you literally have not just read it. Mm-hmm. And I get it, because that'd be a ploy from the enemy. I get it. But once you just read, especially when you read with a heart of God, like with a heart to really understand and posture yourself, it's very apparent that he don't be on none of this stuff that the world be on.
Facts. Just the whole Western and Eastern culture too as well. They don't even do their homework on that.
I don't know how much time we got.
No, I just be saying, because that's the first thing when I go to the barbershop. Oh, here he come again. They call me preacher man. Here he come again. I say, listen, I just want to have a conversation. We just talking. What we doing?
I just want to have a little conversation.
Get outside. You know what I'm saying?
We conversing about everything else. Why not this?
Yeah, why not this? So come on, let's get this music before we get you out of here. First, just for those who don't know, you got to walk us through that magic. Like, this magic that you and Toby and the whole camp created,
Yeah.
like y'all just came from nowhere. I promise you, I just happened to just hear a mixtape one day. I think Toby put out some type of Sunday
Yep.
some type of Sunday
Yep.
mixtape. It was something. And I was
Get
like,
Twisted Sundays.
yeah, Get Twisted Sundays. And yeah, shout out, his wife was doing his hair and stuff. I'm like, who
Yep.
is this guy? And I just pushed play on it, and I've been hooked ever since. And I promise you, I thought like Pharrell or somebody else was producing for him. No, I'm telling the
Damn.
honest to God truth, because I hear
Maybe
the
a little
drums.
influence.
Yeah. I was hearing the little beat pattern similarities to, like, you know, Lil Pharrell.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, he got to have somebody major preaching. Producing for him. And I was like,
Yeah.
who is LaNell Grant? And I went and I looked. And I'm be honest with you, I've been a fan ever since. The whole entire ride. It's been like 6 years now, maybe. It's been at least 6 years, 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I've been rocking with y'all. I've been vibing with y'all, whether y'all do stuff collaboratively together, individually. Y'all created a sound that's unmatched. So talk about what went into creating that sound.
Man, being in a room with somebody. Being in a room with somebody and pushing back and forth on each other. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, Toby know exactly what he want and how he want it. he know exactly what, and he can tell you exactly what he don't. You know what? I take that back. Sometimes he don't know exactly what he wants. Sometimes all he can tell you is, I don't want that. And just having the patience, and really just the, you know what I'm saying, the thrill and excitement of really understanding that you building something. Like we knew that we were building something. And it's a lot of push and pull, you know what I'm saying, when you on the creative floor of doing something. But I think what was birthed is, like you said, something that you ain't gonna hear. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere else. I'm very proud of that. But like I said, it really was being in the same space. I liken it to Outkast and they was going in the dungeon.
Yeah,
I liken it to when Metro and Future get together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Timbaland and Missy. Don't sleep on Guru and whoever he, you know what I'm saying, be doing his thing with Jay-Z. Ninth Wonder and like his crew, Rhapsody, low key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Rhapsody.
But yeah. But Manny Fresh and, you know what I'm saying? Like when you are like in the same space and bubble with somebody, and you know, quite frankly, y'all doing a lot of, you know what I'm saying, life together, you know what I'm saying, y'all families, like that's how you can kind of, you know what I'm saying, get that. I don't think you can produce that over the computer, you know what I'm saying, in isolated environments. That come from being in the same space quite often with somebody.
That's what's up. So come on, before we get you out of here, got to talk about this project. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, let's be very clear. I ain't saying I was the first one to say it, but when I seen you start saying, I'm like, oh, she family, because that's been a phrase in my family for years. My uncles, I ain't gonna hold you, nephew. I ain't gonna hold you, little cuz. Bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. So my wife laughed at me because she's like, you so ghetto. Why you always got to get around people saying I ain't gonna hold you? Listen, that's something that's been in my family. So just talk about just that. Why did you name it that, first of all?
Hey, I am a very I be just trying to do stuff how it comes, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I study to show myself approved and whatever I'm doing, but I'm not gonna act like I be having a grand scheme for everything that's popping. Man, listen, I was just doing the videos and stuff. And when I would get on the video, I said, hey, look real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you, but blah, 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 blah. And as I was writing the album, it came to me that I should, like, you know what I'm saying, be practicing my bars. So like I would just pick a word of the day and I would like practice the bars. And like that's just how I came in with it. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. Nail word of the day. Blah blah. Like it just became the thing. The title of the album, before we obviously changed it to I Ain't Gonna Hold You because it was a no-brainer, was Second Wind. The name of, you know what I'm saying, one of the songs.
That's the hardest track on there. So yeah, listen, I wouldn't have mad at that. The second,
Come on,
I don't know. I like God's time. I like a lot of cuts on it, but the Second Wind though, you talking trash. That's Kingdom Trash. If you want to hear Kingdom Trash talk, look, put that Second Wind in. That's get that on in your spirit.
Hey, focus. Let me tell you something, dog. Every day when I'm writing these bars, I'm like, hey, God, you gonna have to stop me because if I ain't gonna be able to talk regular trash that you can talk in hip hop, I'm gonna have to get it off some way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get this trash talk off some way. Like I'm a hooper. You know what I'm saying? I done been hooping my whole life. Hey, Lord, you're gonna have to allow me to get this trash talk off some way. So that really I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you seen it, because that's how I feel.
Oh yeah. Come on, talk about the inspiration behind God's timing. That's another track on here I like. And I thought, I think, the testimony for me in the track was kind of like really big. Talk about
Yeah.
that.
Hey, listen, I be writing exactly where I'm at. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just now getting to the point where you gotta like really structure up a release and hold your tracks, and you know what I'm saying, before you let it. We come from, hey, it's done, put it out.
Mhm.
So I'm just now getting to that point. So when them songs, that's exactly where I was at. I'm like, yo, I see where I want to go. I see what I want from my family. I see what I want in this artistry, what I want, you know what I'm saying, in my little space of this industry, but I'm not there yet. And I don't have it yet. And so you know what I'm saying, I go through just rapping about like, and really, you know what I'm saying, the testimony, like you said, understanding that I gotta get this contentment thing down, because I be out here running around like a chicken with my head cut off, chasing this stuff, only to get there and realize that I left everything that I really wanted and that I had already. And it's easier said than done. It really is a daily thing. And like bro, I really be just speaking over myself. Hey, look, your husband is most important. Your kids are most important. You know what I'm saying? Your family, your friends that, you know what I'm saying, you really out here living with. That is the joy of life. I know where you want to go as it relates to the music. I know where you want to go as it relates to the bread. But that ain't gonna be the joy of life. The joy of life is literally what you got right now. And trust that God is either protecting you from something, or he's pruning you. Like, or
That's
both.
good. Yeah, or both.
or or both. So, like, he's sovereign. You good. It's all in God's time. Don't trip.
Don't let them swamp you. That's another one of my favorites on this thing. And come on, I go ahead. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to see if I was on lined up.
Hey, listen. Listen. This is the thing that ticked me off about "Don't Let Them Swamp You." It's one of them beats that took about 15 minutes to make. You know what I'm saying? As a producer, you know what I'm saying, I love laboring over my craft, putting on my little sounds and stuff in there. Don't let them swamp you. Beat just sitting on the hard drive, which all of them was really. Beat just sitting on the hard drive, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Let me rap to my daughters real quick, because like I see them right now, but what I want to tell them, they can't really digest fully right now. So I'm like, let me put it in something that they can like come back to. And like that literally was the song. And so I just started, you know what I'm saying, rapping from start to finish for 2.5 minutes straight about everything I wish somebody either would have told me, or what I really, really want my daughter to understand. Like, hey, don't let nobody convince you that a swamp is fresh water. Don't let nobody convince you that living in a dirty, desolate, destitute swamp is you having the time of your life. No, baby. don't do that. Stay away from them payday loans.
Please.
Yeah. Hey,
Please.
Hey, do your thing. Live your life. Have standards and requests from this man that's supposed to be your husband. But understand, it's some standards and requests for a wife as well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just, and be careful. He might look good. He might sound good. Might walk good. Might talk good. But when y'all back up against the wall and he really got to pray y'all through something, can he do that?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, shouts out to everybody believe this, and a praying household is stronger than anything. So shouts out. You ain't never lying, because we can make all the money in the world, but when I need you to put, intercede for me, and I need you to lay hands on me, I need you to cast some things out of me, or maybe ask for some healing on my behalf. I need to know. Yeah, I can't talk right now. I need you to bust a move. Bust a move.
Okay. Bruh, like you can't go buy me what we need. Like, you can't go buy what we need. Like, this is literally predicated upon, do you have a relationship with God?
Yeah. Come on. Oh my goodness. I wanted to ask about it. No, I got to go there. Come on. Talk a little bit more about that spiritual warfare aspect. I think the church is running away from this conversation. It's a hard conversation, and understanding things in the spirit realm compared to the natural. So speak to that a little bit, because I know you said a lot on a lot of your bars. Speak to why that's so important for you to understand, and why it was key for you to tune in to the spirit realm.
Bruh, Answer by Fire is literally like the literal the understanding of where I was coming from. And like I say, it's my testimony. I be writing exactly where I be at. And so, you know what I'm saying, like, came to Christ, you know what I'm saying, 25 to 27, really got baptized, rebaptized again. You know what I'm saying? I got baptized when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it again. At 27. But then at the end of 2020, man, one of the most remarkable things that I'll ever say happened in my life. And I want to make sure I word it correctly because I know, man, people just be. So I want to make sure I word it correctly. I had been a believer, had been baptized in the water. One of my homies, I kept saying, "Hey, I feel like there's more. I feel like I'm hitting a brick wall. I see the God of the Bible and the stuff that's going on in the Bible, but I don't see the manifestation of that in my actual life. Like what is going on?" And she just kept, read the book of Acts. read the book of Acts. I'm like, "Hey, I done read the book of Acts, my dog. What's up?" And so my group of homies, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't no substitute for no God-fearing women that's your homies. It ain't no substitute for that. You need that.
Mhm.
And so they get together and they like, "Hey, we gonna pray for you to be baptized in the Spirit." You know what I'm saying? Specifically with evidence of speaking in tongues. I'm like, "Hey, I ain't really trying to be on that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it, and I'm not trying to be like one of these people out here walking around looking like that. I'm good. However, I trust y'all, and I really want whatever God has for me." Man, long story short, I get baptized in the Spirit with the evidence of speaking in tongues, and God literally moved through our whole little friend circle. And I say all that to say, it's like having another set of eyes. Like you had a pair of eyes, and then all of a sudden, like an enormous amount of gook comes off of them, and you literally see the entire world differently. And it's nothing but the power of God. And that is the most basic way that I can explain it and understand it. And then I'll speak on, I don't know why, because I ain't grow up in church like that. So I can't tell you all the ins and outs of why the church in its long history, with all of the great things that it does and has been to the community, why it runs from these things. Because they out here talking about manifestation. They out here talking about what yoga do. They out here talking about what, you know what I'm saying?
What yoga
This
do?
other, yeah, like there is no,
Yeah, that's right.
dang man, I ain't even mean to say that like that. You finna have me hemmed up. Oh, yeah, you done got me talking. Hey, but I'm saying is the rest of the world is talking about all of the other spiritual stuff that's going on. So why wouldn't we talk about the thing? And I think that because we won't talk about it, it's what continues to make it taboo instead of it just being everyday normal life. And knowing that regular people who ain't crazy and off they rocker really understand, you know what I'm saying, what God has for us as it relates to, you know what I'm saying, being filled with his Spirit. And it's not crazy. It's like, it's for us. It's one of the things that he left so that we could have it.
Yes.
He said, "It is to your benefit that I go. If I stay here, then you won't receive the Holy Spirit." And the Holy Spirit, Christ, you know what I'm saying, was with his disciples. He was where he was at when he could be there. The Holy Spirit everywhere all the time. I got to go because this got to be released out into the earth. And that, you know what I'm saying, that's as far as I go. But what I will say is, it don't need to be taboo. Man, it's regular everyday life. It ain't gotta be taboo. Somebody put it to me like this: God ain't weird. Satan is.
Facts.
God ain't weird. God ain't weird. So that's Satan.
Come on, what's next before we get you out of here? What we doing? We outside on a tour this summer? I know I missed you last year. I know last year I think you performed at the Smoke Festival with No Big Deal and Indie Tribe, but didn't you perform?
That wasn't me. But I did Miller Outdoor here in Houston. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you good. Because I really rock with No Big Deal, and I rock with Smoke Fest and what he got going on out there. I really want to get out there and just be like partaking. You know what I'm saying? Just like enjoy it.
Okay.
But man, I did my first solo performance at Miller Outdoor Theater in Houston. And if you don't know Miller is, I would probably say it's like the largest stage in Houston, and it's outdoor. It puts its back up against like a huge hill, like very like quintessential landmark, you know what I'm saying, if you will, in Houston. Man, did my first solo performance, you know what I'm saying, with the new release of the album at that time. And you couldn't ask for a better first time. You couldn't nothing about it could have been better. It was just amazing. But yeah, so that was that album. Hey man, the stuff is in the holster. I'm just
you nice like that, huh? You got it cocked and loaded up.
The stuff is in the holster.
Okay.
I'm ready to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like we independent. So as you grow up, you try to put a little bit more thought behind things. You try to not just be, you know what I'm saying, rash in judgment. You try to like put together a thing so you can like, you know what I'm saying, really hit a speed bump. But at the same time, I'm like, hey man, I just want to get it out. Like my husband and Chris, they always, you know, that they the ones that keep me like, nah, let's put like something up behind it. I'm like, hey, no, let's put it out right now. Let's put it out right now. So the album is being made on top of all of the other music, man. You see what time we live in. I just can't just be working on one album. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But specifically the next album coming. And then I think just some like cool renditions of the songs that we already got. I'm excited about that too. So, but yeah, man, the stuff is in the holster. I'm ready.
What you doing with the woman produced tag? Is that something long term? You looking to have your own little women production like little school or something? Like,
hey, listen. I got my first real. You know what I'm saying? I've been wearing this since I've been producing, man, and it has. I'm so glad I picked this because it really is something that I can continue to grow with for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like versus when you pick your little stage name and you be like, dang, I'm really too old for this now. But like women produce, I can literally grow with for the rest of my life. Man, when I start, you know what I'm saying, putting out the album and doing shows and stuff like that, I have just now, like, you know, within the last year, I got the all-female band. And so like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the first step to everything. But to the, you know, exactly what you said. Yes, man, I see it. And it's low-key one of the most frustrating things, seeing where I know it's going to be, where women produce is going to be, but understanding right now, like I have to personally lay the groundwork for it. I have to personally like build the thing. You know, the whole idea that you build and they will come type thing. So yeah, man, that's where it's at. It's obviously, you know what I'm saying, clothing. It's obviously music, but really, in my opinion, like my heart's desire is a safe space in this industry for women. It's like very practical things, man. I just envision this network of women where you in a city and you can call and get a recommendation for a place that you know is safe, or a person that you know is safe. Like so many things are just not safe in the industry for the woman. Bro, I'm a woman. I can't be up at nobody's studio at 3 a.m. with a bunch of dudes that I don't know. Like that.
Thanks.
Like that. Like I just can't be out here moving about, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't safe. That ain't safe. Yeah.
You understand? So like that's the vision. You know what I'm saying? To inspire, to encourage, and to comfort. That's the vision for Women Produce, man.
All right, last thing, get you out of here. The show is called The Fixx. If you could fix a problem in the music industry, if you had the power to change something, what would you change?
Oh, I would move them people out the way. And them people know exactly who they are.
Shouts out to them people.
Hey, get out the way. I know.
Unlock the door.
Yo, like I get it. And I know you're not gonna do it because that will jack up your livelihood and your power. But I'm saying though, get out the way. Get out the way so that art can be art again. So that, you know what I'm saying, people can really be creating because that's what's coming out of them, not what they think they gotta do to get on. And I know y'all feel like no, we gotta tell people what they want. No, the people know what they want.
Thanks.
Move out the way.
Yeah.
Move out the way.
Yeah. Well, listen, you got a track record of doing it, so no worries because the independent grind is real. Again, like I said, I want to give you your roses, everything you did with Toby and everything you're doing now by yourself. Like it speaks for itself. So to your point, yeah, real good music and people that like real hip hop and know good solid production, know stuff that's mixed and mastered the right way. Shouts out to your producers that realize it's a gift. Like, I have to say that because some people in the faith-based space think it's just okay to be subpar. It's a standard. It needs to be excellent. So the God we serve said excellence.
God of excellence.
I just want to put that in y'all spirit. So
a God of excellence. Hey, come on now, stop playing.
All right, LaNell, listen, I gotta have you back, sis. I promise you it was great talking with you. Come on, tell the people how to connect with you, follow you, where to go stream that project, and introduce one of your bangers, whatever song you want us to play.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you can reach me everywhere at LaNell Grant. You know what I'm saying? The name that my mama gave me. You know what I'm saying? And the name that I married into with my husband. You know what I'm saying? 10 years strong. Shout out to my boo. LaNell Grant everywhere. Instagram, that's, you know what I'm saying, where I be at mostly. TikTok, for however long we can still be there. TikTok, for however long we can still be there. YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere. But specifically, if you really rock with your girl and you really mess with what I do and you want to support me, then go buy the stuff straight from Even. When you buy it straight from Even, that's coming right to me. I can use that tangibly. I ain't got to wait 3 months before, you know what I'm saying, them streamings and them royalties come in that they dice up and slice up all around the place. So yeah, even.biz.gov, well, even.biz, and then you can reach me at LaNell Grant everywhere. The song that I would say, man, hey, unequivocal. Hey, Tip, I know we talked about God's timing. I know we talked about second wind, you know what I'm saying? But unequivocal is, hey, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I know I'm with Christ, but don't play with me.
Keep it locked. You tune into the Fixx. You know the Fixx is in.